Attention passionate Buffalo, BILLSFANS. Latest news, something big is happening in the AFC East and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Buffalo Bills' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Buffalo Bills fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and Buffalo, BILLSFANS. Let's get to the news, so here's the scoop that's been swirling around the NFL circles lately. Rumors and reports pointing towards a potential blockbuster move involving Trey Hendrickson, the elite pass rusher from the Cincinnati Bengals, heading to none other than the Buffalo Bills. And believe me, Bills Mafia, this isn't just some idle speculation. This is a move that could reshape the entire AFC East landscape and significantly boost Buffalo's Super Bowl chances moving forward. Let's start by breaking down what's really happening with the Bengals first. Cincinnati is in a bit of a rebuild mode right now. They're sitting at 3-7, and the team's financial situation isn't exactly ideal. They've got a negative cap balance of around $12 million for 2026, plus the looming extension for Joe Burrow, which is reportedly valued at around $310 million. That kind of cap crunch means they're looking to shed some veteran talent to clear space and reset. And one of the prime candidates is Trey Hendrickson, who's been one of the most consistent pass rushers in the league over the past few seasons. Hendrickson, at 30, is still playing at a high level. Just this year, he's been a nightmare for opposing offensive lines, racking up 11 solo tackles, 5 assisted, and an impressive 16 combined stops. He's got 4 sacks and 20 quarterback hits, which puts him among the top edge rushers in the league, especially considering his sacky stat, which reflects his ability to consistently pressure the quarterback. His EPA per rush rating of plus 0.32 is in the top 10 among edge players, and his PFF pass rush grade hovers around an outstanding 91.6. Not to mention, Hendrickson's win rate at the line of scrimmage is nearly 20%, with 8 tackles for loss in just 7 games. His career is nothing short of remarkable, 68 sacks since entering the league back in 2017 with 17, 5 sacks in 2023 alone and over 12 in 2024. He's been a hustle machine, comparable in production and intensity to guys like Khalil Mack. Now, why would Cincinnati consider trading Hendrickson? Well, it's mainly about priorities. They're trying to protect Joe Burrow, who's been sacked 38 times this season, an unsettling number that speaks volumes about their shaky offensive line. Cincinnati needs to address their interior protection, and with their limited cap space, shedding Hendrickson makes sense financially. Plus, they've got emerging talents like Sam Hubbard, who's been making waves with a PFF grade of 74. 4 and 5 sacks this season. The defense is giving up over 33 points per game, so the Bengals are clearly in a full-scale rebuild, looking to retool for the future. Meanwhile, the Bills are sitting comfortably at 7-3, holding a solid position in the AFC standings. Their defense, ranked 12th overall by points allowed, just 22. 9 points per game has been a key part of their success. But adding a player like Hendrickson, who's been a double-digit sack threat all year, could be the missing piece to turn their front into an absolute nightmare for opposing QBs. Von Miller, who's been dealing with age and injury issues. He's 36 now and coming off an Achilles tear. Still remains a formidable presence, but his best days are behind him. Bills need more consistent pass rush production, and Hendrickson could be the perfect complement to Gregory Rouse, who already has 6 sacks this season. The impact of adding Hendrickson to the Bills' defense would be enormous. Think about it, this guy's ability to generate pressure from the edge is among the best in the league, with a pressure rate that could push to 36% or even higher. His presence would help push the Bills' collective sack total to around 28, which would be a huge boost. It's not just about sacks, either. Hendrickson's presence would elevate their run defense. His run-stop win rate is climbing from 4.1 yards per carry allowed to top 4 in the league, with a -0. 12 EPA per run. That means fewer big plays on the ground, more third-down stops, and a much-improved overall defense. What's really exciting is how Hendrickson would fit into Buffalo's defensive scheme. With Leslie Frazier's blitz packages, he could emulate the dominance reminiscent of the Steelers' front in the early 2000s, when guys like James Harrison and Joey Porter wreaked havoc. Hendrickson's ability to generate pressures, adding roughly 6.8 more per 100 snaps compared to current Bills, edge Epinesa, would significantly elevate their pass rush rating and give Buffalo a true game wrecker on the edge. This would make life miserable for opponents, especially in high-stakes moments, and could be the difference in close playoff games. Now, talking about playoff implications, this move could boost the Bills' Super Bowl odds substantially. Right now, they're around plus 800, but with Hendrickson in the mix, those odds could improve to plus 400. That's a massive jump, reflecting how much a player of his caliber can influence a team's championship potential. It also sends a message to the rest of the league. Buffalo is serious about contending. They're looking to disrupt the AFC and make a strong statement against teams like the Dolphins, especially with Tua Tagovailoa's scramble ability. Hendrickson's knack for closing windows on mobile quarterbacks would be crucial. Plus, it would help shut down the Jets' passing game, limiting them to under 200 yards per game through the air. This would be a game-changer for the Bills' defense, providing a new dimension of pass rush speed, power, and relentless pursuit. It's about building a front that's intimidating, one that forces mistakes and creates turnovers. Hendrickson's addition could even bring a new level of synergy with interior linemen like Ed Oliver, making Buffalo's front one of the best units in the league. His experience, hustle, and football IQ are exactly what the Bills need as they push to reclaim their spot at the top of the AFC. Of course, there are questions. Will Cincinnati be willing to part with a player of Hendrickson's caliber? Will Buffalo be able to make the cap work? But if they pull it off, it's a move that will be talked about all season and could be the final piece to push Buffalo over the top. Think about a front with Rousseau, Hendrickson, and Oliver, each bringing relentless pressure, forcing turnovers, and dominating both the pass and the run game. That's the kind of defense that wins championships, and with the offensive firepower the Bills have, it could be enough to finally get them back to the Super Bowl. This potential trade also signals a shift in how teams are approaching their Super Bowl runs. The Bills are clearly not content with just making the playoffs. They want to dominate and win it all. Adding a proven veteran like Hendrickson shows they're serious about building a defense capable of carrying them deep into January and beyond. It's a bold move, but one that could pay off in a big way, especially as we look ahead to a highly competitive AFC playoff picture. In the end, Buffalo fans, this is exactly the kind of move that excites us. Aggressive, strategic, and focused on bringing a championship back to Orchard Park. Hendrickson's arrival could be the spark that ignites their Super Bowl aspirations and finally pushes the Bills into that elite tier where they belong. So keep your eyes peeled, stay fired up, and let's see how this story unfolds. Because if it happens, it's going to be one of the most thrilling developments of this NFL season. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YOUTUBE algorithm to keep recommending the latest Buffalo Bills news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. And now, Buffalo Bills fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Do you think Hendrickson would be the perfect addition to our front? Are you excited about the potential impact he could have? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Bills. Remember, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Buffalo Bills news. Let's go, Bills Mafia!